stood an old, forsaken mansion. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the eerie whispers that escaped the mansion's decaying walls. These whispers were said to drive anyone who heard them to madness. No one dared to approach the mansion after dark. One evening, a young historian named Aisha, fascinated by the mansion's dark history, decided to explore it. She arrived at the village just as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, eerie shadows. The villagers begged her to reconsider, but her curiosity was unwavering. As she approached the mansion, the fog grew thicker and the air turned cold. She pushed open the heavy iron gate, which groaned in protest. The whispers began almost immediately, a faint, almost inaudible murmur that sent chills down her spine. Inside, the mansion was a labyrinth of dusty corridors and decaying rooms. Aisha's flashlight flickered, casting long, dancing shadows on the walls. The whispers grew louder, seeming to come from everywhere and nowhere. "Aisha, Aisha," they called, the sound almost tangible. She followed the whispers to a grand staircase, her heart pounding in her chest. As she climbed, the steps creaked under her weight, and the air grew colder. At the top, she found a long corridor lined with doors. One door, slightly ajar, seemed to beckon her. Aisha entered the room, which was filled with old covered furniture and a large ornate mirror. In the dim light, she saw a faint flickering lantern in the corner. She approached it cautiously, her breath visible in the cold air. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, filling her mind with dread. Suddenly, the lantern flared to life, casting a ghostly light on the room. Aisha saw shadowy figures moving towards her, their eyes glowing with an unnatural glee. Panic set in, but she remembered an old tale she had read about breaking curses. Summoning her courage, she began to chant an ancient incantation. The whispers turned frantic, trying to drown out her words, but Aisha's voice grew louder. The shadows closed in, their cold, ghostly hands reaching for her. With a final, desperate shout, she finished the incantation. The lantern shattered, and the shadows vanished. The whispers ceased, and the room fell silent. Exhausted and trembling, Aisha made her way out of the mansion. As she stepped into the cool night air, the fog began to lift, revealing a clear, starry sky. The villagers were amazed to see her return, for she was the first to survive the haunted mansion. End of part 1. It would be a great support if you please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Part 2. The Silent Watcher. Days turned into weeks, and Aisha couldn't shake off the feeling that something had followed her out of the mansion. The villagers, too, noticed a change. The once quiet nights were now filled with faint, distant whispers, as if the mansion's curse had spread to the entire village. One night, Aisha was awakened by a strange noise. It was the sound of soft footsteps pacing outside her window. Her heart raced as she peeked through the curtains, only to see a tall, shadowy figure standing still, watching her. The figure vanished as soon as she tried to get a closer look. Determined to uncover the truth, Aisha began to research the mansion's history more intensely. She discovered that the original owner, a reclusive sorcerer, had performed dark rituals to trap souls within the mansion, using a cursed lantern as the anchor. The spirits were bound to the lantern and could only be freed if the lantern was destroyed, which she had done. But breaking the curse had unintended consequences, freeing not only the trapped souls, but also the sorcerer's spirit. Realizing that the sorcerer's spirit was now haunting the village, Aisha knew she had to act. She sought the help of a local priest, who revealed that the only way to banish the sorcerer's spirit was to return to the mansion and perform a purification ritual. Armed with the priest's instructions and a renewed sense of purpose, Aisha prepared to face the sorcerer's spirit one last time. As she entered the mansion, the whispers returned, more menacing than ever. She followed the priest's instructions and created a protective circle in the grand hall. As she began the ritual, the sorcerer's spirit appeared, its malevolent presence filling the room with an icy chill. Aisha chanted the incantation with all her might, her voice unwavering despite the fear gnawing at her heart. The sorcerer's spirit lashed out, but the protective circle held strong. The room filled with blinding light as the ritual reached its climax, and with a final thunderous roar, the sorcerer's spirit was banished forever. The whispers ceased, and the mansion fell silent. The curse was finally lifted, and the village was free from its dark past. Aisha's bravery and determination had not only saved herself, but also the entire village. As dawn broke, Aisha stepped out of the mansion for the last time, feeling a sense of peace and accomplishment. The villagers greeted her with gratitude and admiration, knowing that they could now live without fear. The legend of Aisha and the haunted mansion would be told for generations, a testament